then you got to look at some of these things. Pluto really helps us. It forces us to face our fears. Hello and welcome, luminous beings of light. Thank you for joining me here at Soulfire Alchemist. I'm your host, Dr. Beth. So I come today to talk to you about some astrological energetics that we have going on right now. As most of you know, and if you don't know, welcome to the channel. So I wanted to talk about this coming full moon and many other aspects that we have going on this month, because as you know, 2024 has been full of all kinds of dynamic energies, bringing a lot of opportunities for change and growth and expansion and shift and change. It's no different right now. So I come to make you aware of these energies and empower you with a little bit of knowledge and information about the deeper meanings behind them so that you can take them forward and get the most out of whatever it is that you're trying to accomplish in your life. And also to take a look at the deeper meanings behind these, what we call the deeper mysteries, is to help us to hone and refine and shape who it is that we really are. The first level of that is getting to know who we are, because we can't very well make changes until we understand who we are. Once we understand who we are, then it leaves us an open, wide field for seeing all the potentials in which we can change and understanding both our power and our limits, and understanding where we can expand and grow and how we can manifest the life that we want, right? And how to roll with the punches, as they say, and get through the changes of life, because they do come. But the one thing that you have control over, that you don't have control over anything else in the cosmos, indeed, but you have control over you and your thoughts, your feelings, your emotions, and your actions. And you are the authority and the author. So look at the similarities between those words. You are the author. You hold the pen of your own destiny. And there's a difference in the way that I think about destiny versus fate. So today we're going to cover just a little bit of that for our video. I'd like to let you know about that I have coming up, and we are actually having a Soulfire Talk service. So normally we do these locally where I live in the East Tennessee area. However, this one's going to be online and live for it. So if you're watching, or if you live a little too far away to come to the in-person ones, I would like to invite you to this one. Because we are a ministry, Soulfire Ministries, it is donation based. So, we'll put a link where you can donate if you'd like to. It really helps us keep going. We're a baby ministry. And so we're really trying to raise the funds to keep our presence going, keep content going, and more importantly, keep going forward with our vision and our dream of building Academy, Soulfire Alchemy Academy. And this is a school of sacred arts in which we offer master's degrees and doctoral degrees in the sacred arts. And the majors that we offer are very interesting. So if you find yourself attracted to the fields of energy medicine, sacred energy psychology, working with people's emotions, helping them understand who they are, you're on a path of mastery yourself, obviously, or you wouldn't be interested if you're listening to this in a master's degree or doctoral degree. However, our purpose isn't just to have a title. Our purpose is to actually go as far as we can go with these studies and application of them to ourselves for growth. And then we look at how we can spread that out and help our fellow man get through their life and the challenges that they face, and help them become the best version of their selves. So that's what we endeavor to do. So on Thursday, March 23rd, we have coming up a full moon in Sagittarius. Now, the Sagittarius full moon, normally, because I'm a shaman, I offer full moon shamanic fire ceremonies, and this is part of what we do in our self-mastery class, which I'll talk more about in a minute. But also, I want to take a look. So when we do this service, we're not only going to take a look at the degree point that's happening with this in the house, but the ruler of Sagittarius itself, which is Jupiter, and what Jupiter is doing in the skies. Now, most of you who follow astrology know that we just had this conjunction with Uranus and Jupiter in Taurus. And as I record this video today, it is a new moon in Taurus. So yes, by the time I've posted this, you will have already had, probably, depending on where you live on the globe, your new moon in Taurus for this month. So hopefully you've planted seeds of change. Certainly this is opportune time to make change, and you're going to have a little bit more ease and grace with it because these are powerful portals, a divine healing, expansion, and wisdom, opportunities to develop all these things, right? And these energies can really springboard you into the future, and they can really help you get into your creativity and trigger it and claim it and activate your creativity. They can help you activate your evolution and your sense of freedom, your own heart's personal, your precious heart, right? Your heart is precious. And your heart deserves freedom, and you do as well. So now is the time to rebirth, EARTH, Taurus, rebirth, into a new way of being, right? Literally a new way of being. You are a luminous being of light. Choose to shine brighter. Choose to vary your spectrum, right? Which brings me to my next point, is that Jupiter sextiling Neptune. So Jupiter had a conjunction to Uranus. Now it's sextiling Neptune. Uranus is freedom. Neptune is creativity. Meanwhile, Pluto is retrograding, which is your evolution. So it's giving you an opportunity to go back over some things that you've done, re-examine it, and go, is this what I really want? Is this the big answer for me? Do I feel like this is the way I want to move forward? How can I regroup? How can I refine? Right? How can I be more unique out in the world? How can I bring out parts of my own creative expression that are really, truly my song, my divine soul song? Because your soul came here for the purposes of expressing itself. So there's really not much point in even being here if not. And it's up to us to discover what those ways are. And that's what the Sabian alchemy process helps us with. That's what shamanic astrology helps us with. That's what understanding all these deep inner mysteries, being able to understand energy medicine so we can do it on ourselves. We can learn how to have a tool that we can use to get through these things and to create the shift and change that we want. We can reframe things and change our perspective completely. That's what's important. So big opportunity for that. The other thing that happened May 6th, which is still going on right now as we speak, is that the sun is having a sextile. The sun is still in Taurus for now, right? So it hasn't made yet its ingress into Gemini, but it is sextiling Saturn. So Saturn is the great master of tasks and time. Saturn is the teacher. Saturn is the structure. Saturn likes to galvanize and harden whatever he touches. So he's in a process here with the sun in Taurus, which is the soul sun, easy way to remember. He's in a process of firming up whatever changes you've been through and whatever choices you've made. You know, if I had to channel it for you, I'd be like, Saturn. All right. How'd you do? How'd you get through this? What does this mean for you? How is this connected to your personal evolution? Where in your life is this expanding you out? Have you made a decision? About 5 minutes. Right? So those are like the Saturnian, I'll call them attitudes or energies, right? Saturn is there to solidify whatever decision that we've made. The outer planets of Pluto and Neptune and Jupiter and Uranus are really here to pull us into creating that shift and change in a way that's suitable to us. They're what really gives us the opportunity to do that. Venus does that for us too, because she is also benefic. She helps us be in touch with the things that we love, we find pleasing, right? The things that sing to our soul, that's our connection. All right. So think about those things. And now the sun on the 20th will move into Gemini. We've got the full moon happening at 2 degrees and 55 minutes in Sagittarius on May 23rd, 2024. Don't forget, 6:30 p.m. We're doing a live Soul Fire Talks, so come and join me for that. As this happens on the same day, we're going to have the exact point of Jupiter sextiling Neptune. And again, this is about expansive spirituality, expanding the way that you create in your life, in the world, the way that your soul creates, the way your soul has desired to come here, the reason you came here. Right? It's a bigger opportunity and fertile point here. This is creating a powerful vortex of energy for us as we're moving through it. Kind of like a wormhole, you know, and you can imagine just jumping through one of those at just the right time, at the right place, with the right things and the right attitude. So that you can create, you can have your personal sense of creativity just really going in full force in a way that makes you happy personally. Not because somebody else told you, not because your best friend said you need to do it this way or that way, not because society told you you had to, not because mom or dad said so, not because you had a sister or aunt or uncle or cousin that you listened to and you had to take their advice because, you know, they're family, not because your husband or your wife said it had to be that way. This is a time for courage and fearlessness. And if you're fearful, then you got to look at some of these things. Pluto really helps us. It forces us to face our fears. Then you got to look at some of these things. Pluto really helps us. It forces us to face our fears. And if you're going to, you might as well go, you know what? I bet it ain't as bad as I think it is. And get yourself built up a little so that you're standing more on your own personal sovereignty, right? Sorry, I just made my camera bounce. But that's what we're here to do. And that's one of the things that I teach is about personal sovereignty, your spiritual sovereignty, right? You are here to be a creative being in whatever way that pleases you most. We have to develop sensitivities about our environment, the world around us, and our fellow beings so that what we're doing in the world is not really hurting somebody else ultimately, but maybe it's adding to their life in a way that builds happiness and joy and freedom. Because really, everybody has their own experiences they have to go through, loss of relationships and situations that we're tied to that make us feel secure. But that's where the challenge comes in, and rather the opportunity. And that's where a perspective shift is required. Also, we're going to be having Mars moving into Gemini as well. So you got to remember that we're experiencing right after Jupiter sextiles this Neptune, it's going to be moving into Gemini. The sun's moving into Gemini. Mars is moving into Gemini. So say hello to the dualistic Gemini energies. And for you, those of you who've got some planets or points, and the first beginning degrees of Gemini are in for another round. And maybe even midpoints to this energy. I don't know. They could even be completion points for you. But certainly they're going to bring more of revealing to you what it was all about, what it's all about for you. So that leads us into May 25th when we'll actually have Jupiter moving into Gemini. So keep in mind that all of these energies just abound. And this is what we're dealing with in the coming weeks. So really, this is an energy update, generally speaking, for the month of May 2024. Now, if you want to know more details about what has been happening, what's currently happening, how you can use the energies of the full moon to really reveal all this to you, how to move forward with it, right? How to harvest the gold from everything, the diamonds and the rubies and the pearls, metaphorically speaking, right? Then come to the live Soulfire Talks on Thursday, May 23rd, 2024 at 6:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Again, I put a link below so that you can register. It's by donation. So right now I'm leaving that open. It would be lovely if you could, just whatever you can donate. I'm asking you to keep in mind we're a baby ministry. I don't even have that many subscribers on my channel. I had to restart. This is a brand new start for me. I used to have a channel that had a lot more followers. Yeah, and I let all that go. I let all of that go in order to start new and fresh. So everything that I'm doing, I have great big visions and dreams and goals, just like you do. Hopefully you do. And I believe in them, right? And so it is your strong belief in what it is that you have to do that creates the charge that takes you forward. And you've got the energetic support for it in the stars right now. So come and let's explore it. This will be for the Sagittarius full moon and the Jupiter-Neptune sextile. But we're going to be looking at all these energies, and we're going to be asking those big important questions again, just like the Saturn energy that I gave you. Okay, so we're going to be looking at that again. What does this mean for you? How is it connected to your own personal evolution? Where in your life is this expansion happening? This opportunity for spiritual growth, right? Where is it happening for you, and how is this moving you forward to, in a personal sense, towards your personal creativity and expansion of that creativity, and being able to literally become the mage and the sage and the wise person. And if you are here to walk a path of mastery, and you are here to really try to ace your life, right? And Sagittarius is all about that, right? He's taking a soft aim. There's a mark he's trying to hit. And our aim might be for perfection. We don't have to expect to hit it, because we're probably not gonna in this lifetime. That's not the purpose. The purpose is to aim for the point of whatever we consider that perfection to be. And if we miss it, to realign the arrow so that the next time you pull back and aim, you got a better chance at hitting your mark. And if your mark is one of higher learning, if your mark is one of mastery, if your mark is one of personal growth and soul satisfaction, if your goal is one of really understanding yourself on a deep inner level, maybe you've got a dream and a goal to be a healer, you want to learn more about astrology, you want to learn more about energy medicine, you want to learn more about indigenous medicine, folk medicine, perhaps you really have the goal to acquire tools that are going to help yourself. Maybe you're attracted to more of the psychological things like neurolinguistics programming and hypnosis. We learn at Soulfire Alchemy Academy, and what I teach is what I have learned to do is to take all these systems and put them together to form a really holistic tool and tool basket that you can reach in and grab whatever you need out of it to use for yourself or for somebody else, even if it's just loved ones or just yourself. I mean, that's huge alone, right? Just to be able to understand what's going on around you and be able to fully have the tools that you need to make the change, to move through it, to have less pain and anxiety and grief and depression and despair and anger that's just sprawling, right? Maybe you want to run a tighter ship for yourself. Well, that's what my goal is here to help you do. So come and join me. One last thing I want to tell you about is that we filled up for our Soulfire Shamanic Self-Mastery class. Sorry, I'm looking at my calendar on the 19th, right? So our next one, I didn't know if I'd have time to do one before the fall semester starts. So if you're interested in the Academy, please email me, info@soulfireministries.net. You can let me know if you're interested in enrollment, and we'll get you set up with an application, and we do a quick little interview with me, and we'll see if we're the right fit. But we are doing another one because this is a prerequisite to enter into the Academy. I'm looking into how to be able to do these online for you guys. The retreat itself is going to be on Saturday, June 22nd, 2024, and it's from 10 a.m. to 7 p.m. And we go through so many different things. That's how come it's so long, and I call it a full day retreat. You're certainly welcome to stay overnight in the area. There's plenty of places for you to do that and opportunities if you're coming from out of town. But honestly, for us to get together and do these things, it's really imperative to have a personal experience with this work. This is shamanic astrology. This is earth-based spirituality. These are tools that really help you master yourself. Excuse me. So we begin in the morning with, opening up shamanic prayers and sacred space. And then we move into a little bit of lecture time where I discuss the principles of shamanism and astrology, and then how we pair it together. And then we talk about the general energies that's going on and how we can utilize those. And you have the opportunity to bring your natal chart, and we look at some of the Sabian alchemy behind it, Sabian symbols, and what those mean. And this is going to be happening right at the solstice energy. Okay, so I really encourage you to come if you can make it out as the sun moves into Cancer and we're celebrating the solstice, right? Our height of summer, as we call it, before the sun starts going back into the dark of the year. So this is a really powerful portal time too. We've got a full moon happening on June 21st. So this is going to be the very next day. So we're really taking advantage of these powerful portals during the summer solstice, right? And also the full moon. Now we will be doing a shamanic full moon fire ceremony at the end of the evening. And during the day, you get to learn how to build and work with, create an earth mandala. And you get the course by joining and attending. You get my free online course, Earth Mandala Magic and Medicine. And it's got a downloadable workbook so you can work through all these things that help you question these bigger questions in life about yourself, so that you can move and transform some heavy, less than beneficial energies that you need to surrender and let go of, and so you can start embracing new things in your life and step up and upgrade and up level, right? Level up in your life. So, it's time. It's time for these things. So if this is something that interests you, I'll also put a link down below this. Those of you who have been interested in the past and walking the soulfire journey, this is exactly what it is, but in the form of a day retreat. It's not the expanded version. If you're really interested in walking the soulfire journey and you're somebody who's followed with me for a while, that hasn't gone away just because I'm doing an academy, right? And we're doing classes. You're still going to be able to have access to me as you move through these energies and learn these tools, and you begin working with them and understanding how to use them first for yourself, and then you learn how to apply them to other people. Okay. And along with this, when you join up for the fall classes, you're going to be privy to things like Reiki levels 1 through 3 and the master teacher and the crystal Reiki master. We do other energy medicine tools that you can use like NLP and hypnosis. And you learn about the shamanic guided journey, about the energy of the shamanic medicine wheel. You will be building a Peruvian style mesa, because these are many tools that I have learned over the years that I have integrated together because I see how they fit together. They share common languages, common symbology, which is into itself a language. And we go in and we go deeper and we explore this language and the symbology, and we understand it. We understand through these great ancient mysteries how to better understand ourselves, our place on the planet, our soul, and what we came here to do, so that we can rise to whatever occasions it is in our lives that we did come here to do. So if that fits you, then come and check it out. Definitely come and be with us for our Soulfire Talks. That's going to be live, Sacred Astrology. And this is going to be, again, Thursday, May 23rd, 6:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. I hope that you got something out of the video. If you did, be sure to like, to subscribe, share, and give me your comments below. How's it been going for you? Like, what's been up for you with this Uranus conjunct Jupiter energy. I mean, for me, I really want to know, because for me, it has been my Jupiter return as well, exactly on the degree point. So I'm dealing with a double Jupiter energy conjuncting this Uranus and Taurus, and now it's moved on to this new moon energy. So let me know what's coming up for you. The things that have come and gone in your life, the changes that you see that are making, or the things that you feel are just bursting out of you, you just got to change. Whatever it is that you're dealing with, because you never know. Your comment could be potent medicine for somebody else. All right. So thank you all for joining me, and visit us online at soulfirealchemyacademy.com, and I will see you on the flip side.